The Pegasus spreads its magnificent feathered limbs, and you're all taken aback by the sheer size of its wingspan.
Well, you are a sight for sore eyes.
As are yourself, sir. I thought you died.
Amon bought me from the girded gauntlet and set me free to work here.
Hello there, little lady. Almost didn't even see you there.
I'm watching you.
We're like bouncers.
Let's have both of you make an intimidation check, see if you see how intimidating you are standing.
Oh dear.
Let's have both of you make an intimidation check, see if you see how intimidating you are standing.
Oh dear.
Or 11.
You can make it a strengths-based intimidation if that's more useful.
Plus 6, 17.
17.
Strength.
I'm pretty
If you
scary
want, if
fairy.
your strength is higher than your charisma.
4 plus 6 is 10.
10. So a 10 and a
And 17.
17. So you are being more intimidating than the Minotaur, who is looking intimidating and then just scritching Hanky on the head.
Getting out sugar
Hanky's
cubes.
just put the head through the door. And just go like, what's going on in here, guys? Scratch. What are you taking a seat?
I'm making myself feel right at home. I've already gone to the kitchen and I'm already
Nice.
making like you know,
Nice.
cups of
Yeah.
hot chocolate and stuff
Awesome.
like that. And I'll bring them out and then just start like handing them. And I'll hand one to Amon and everything like that.
So, what brings you to my place of business?
I don't know, to be honest. We're just following.
Well,
We want to the Embershards.
we had a few questions about your dealings in the Eweland Forest, really.
Yeah,
You were clearing a path and you were transporting something through the forest.
that's right.
They wouldn't happen to be... I look around and I'm like, should we say the word out loud?
Yeah.
They wouldn't happen to be Embershards, would they?
That's right. Yeah, you're in the trade for Embershard.
We could be, yeah. We could be.
Interesting.
Who else would be in the trade if we were to have a direct competitor? We're just looking to see who else is in the trade for Embershards.
There's a few people by. They're pretty powerful conduits to magic.
What are their names?
The names of my other purchases,
Yes.
my other clients.
Certainly.
I mean, that's client privilege.
Well,
sure.
there's a
From one
version-
southern gentleman to another.
There it
We'll
is.
keep it just between us.
I'm sure you would, as I will too.
Oh.
Hey Amon, you got any jam for this toast I'm making?
Yeah, I think there's some in the bag.
Oh, okay, thanks.
If you're down there, do you think you can find a locked door?
What is your business?
We're still figuring out the general structure and the way we'll export things and, you know, the processes by which we... She just starts doing business, right?
The synergy.
The PSIs
And the stock market.
of the Salesforce.
And
Make a
marketing.
deception check.
Oh my god.
We're trying to find Bone Crusher, right?
Yeah.
Bone caller.
Bone caller.
Bone Caller.
Can I
9.
help?
9. He goes,
Look.
right, business things.
Yeah, well, look, to be honest, I didn't get an MBA and I'm just starting out, so I'm trying my best.
And what's your, what sort of interest have you got in this, Embershards? How many are you looking for?
An army's worth?
An army? That's an interesting unit of measurement.
Yeah,
You're raising an army, are you?
thinking about...
All right,
I
well, currently,
perceive something about him to maybe know what's a good way to lead.
make an insight check.
Oh,
Oh. Okay.
Hey Amon, you got any cheese?
17.
Cheese
overall.
don't tend to keep too well around fiery parts.
You got melted cheese?
Oh yeah, we got melted cheese.
Ah, nice.
I mean, that is the last of it though, since you killed the cows.
Yeah, but I mean, they wouldn't stop mooing at me.
Yep.
Like, that's rude.
And that's why we had char-grilled steak for a while, but that's
And
in
you're
lieu of
welcome.
and that's in lieu of the cheese. So make it last.
I will.
Where
you
bone
get?
caller is, I
Insight check?
think. Because we want to kill
What did
him.
you get your insight check?
Oh, sorry, 17.
17. And your intent was trying to find a way forward. Like, how does this guy?
Yeah, you
So
know
you gather
how,
with
like...
the 17 that he's quite forthcoming with his business.
Oh, okay. Okay.
What else? What did you
You
want?
could have also spoken to me on the way like over to maybe get
Yeah.
any like intel on.
On bone caller, do you know anything about bone caller? Retcon.
You've never heard about bone collar.
I don't know nothing about no bone collars.
Okay.
What? So yeah, with the 17, you get the he's pretty open, and he's got a quite relaxed state about him. He's not intimidated by you guys, and so he's not just going to give away the names of who he sells to or anything.
We're looking to raise an army. We're
All
thinking
right.
about getting into the business of undead armies.
And how's the Embershards going to help you with that? I suppose that's not my business.
So, I'm going to try something.
Try.
I want to try. I guess I'll tell you before I roll in case the roll sucks.
Sure.
Just like bringing out spirit stuff so you can see I'm necromancy related.
Okay.
And be like, I'm a big fan of Bonecaller.
Where is Dahlia around right now?
I don't know if Dahlia would be into it and to help
Where
me.
is she? Where's the corpse? Is it with you?
She was outside, but I'll bring her in.
You bring her in. So you bring in. So you're standing by the door, trying to look intimidating.
Yeah.
You bring Dahlia in. She comes floating in beside you. You start to tap into your Phantom Rogue abilities and start to just kind of bring out a little bit more of a necromantic aura to yourself. Start to call on any spirits of anything around here. As soon as you start to tap into that, you feel there is like an overwhelming sense of creatures with unfinished business in this area. Like there was a great massacre that happened here a long time ago, and there are a lot of unrested spirits that in this area that you could tap into.
Okay.
But you bring that stuff out, and you say, "I'm a big fan of Bonecaller," and what else?
Yeah.
Anything else?
I'm a big fan of Bonecaller, and I'd like to know if you know where he is.
Oh, I see. So you're in competition with him? You're raising an army for him?
We were hoping to ask him about his business model.
I see.
While these guys are talking, can I very slyly cast Detect Thoughts spell while
You
this
can
conversation's
certainly try to do it slyly. What are the
Can
components
I help by
of?
distracting?
You can. What's the components of Detect Thoughts? I believe it's a copper piece because it's a penny for your thoughts.
Yeah, it's a copper piece.
Copper
yeah.
piece, vocal somatic.
Yeah, I don't know what that.
Does it say VSM?
Yeah, no. Yes, it does.
VSM, which means there's a vocal component, so you have to speak a magic word,
Incantation.
and it has to be spoken at a volume that could be heard, because it's about you manipulating the weave with your magic words. So you have to speak it, you have to do a hand movement, and then you also have to use a magic, a copper piece of some kind as well. So it's going to be difficult, but possible to do so.
I'll give you the help action
quietly.
by coming in and being like, "Hey, you got any like meats?
How hungry are you, Nixie? Jeez.
I'm really hungry. We went like 3 days without food."
Well, I mean, you know where the pantry is.
Yeah, I know where the pantry
you
is,
can help
but
yourself,
I want
as
you
always.
to tell me what's in there. So
Honey,
I
we're
don't
in the
just
middle
grab-
of we're in the middle of a thing here.
Yeah?
I will have you.
It's a copper piece.
I'll have you make a sleight of hand check, please, and you have advantage.
Like prosciutto or salami.
Oh no!
You have advantage.
Yeah, for advantage.
Oh, do it again on the hero point.
Oh,
I'm going to use my hero point.
okay.
Yeah,
Give me the hero
okay.
point.
Nice.
Thank you. You, with your hero point, manage to it almost screws it up because you're casting it, and then you say a magic word, and then you manage to cough and make it look like you weren't casting magic. You have successfully cast Detect Thoughts.
Great.
So that you
my,
can.
my magic word is prosciutto.
Yeah.
That is now canon for the magic word to cast Detect Thoughts. Anytime you cast Detect Thoughts, you have to say prosciutto.
Yeah, it's Italian for I know what your thoughts are.
Okay, so your immediately your brain seems to open up. The language center of your brain seems to connect to other people's language centers of their brains, and you start to hear these thoughts just as a cacophony around you until a moment later, just a couple of seconds later, your brain kind of dies them all down, and you can now focus in on one person at a time. So I'm assuming you're focusing in on Amon.
Yes.
2 + 2 is 4. 2 + 2 is 4. 2, 1, 2, 4. This genie is quite majestic. Is that my daddy? Kind of attracted to him? No, don't say that. That's weird.
All right. Let me just double check to see if a fire genie has any resistance to that.
Once I've come in and asked about the meat, when I'm walking out, I'll give you a little wink as a
Friends.
Ah.
Because we're friends.
All
right.
Okay, I'm cast, and I do a slot.
Innate spellcasting.
Oh, it's done automatically.
No, he doesn't have any immunities to that or anything. So yes, it works. It goes through. You start to hear his surface thoughts. As this spell works, you can detect his surface thoughts at any point and try and manipulate him through questioning to think about certain things that he's not going to say out loud. But if you ever want to dive deeper into his sort of more subconscious or subliminal or like the reasoning behind certain things, then you can do so. But then he becomes aware that you're poking around in his mind and he gets to make a save against it.
Okay, so I asked, do you know where Bonecaller is? Surface thoughts? Yes.
Surface thoughts is, so what you get is that he does not, he thinks, do I know where Bonecaller is? I don't think, and then like this image comes to mind of Calzette. He thinks of Calzette and a boat, two boats passing on a river, stopping beside one another, and then passing over like big crates of stuff, and Calzette is on the other side. And then he thinks, I don't think, and then on fast forward, his mind goes through like various conversations that he's had with Calzette over the months, and he thinks, I don't think he ever told me where Bonecaller actually is. And then he says, and if I do, what's it to you? This is my business. I'm not going to give away people who I work with. Are you actually in the business for Embershards?
Yes,
or?
we are.
Yes.
All right, then let's talk money.
Okay.
How much you got and how much you're willing to spend on Embershards?
Well, you drop a price first and we'll see if we're in the ballpark, won't we?
Yeah. Can we surface
Boy,
level?
no matter what I'm doing.
Can we surface level like, well, how much is it usually? And then can you?
Sure. As a surface thought, you hear 8 platinum a gross in his head as he's getting the
Jesus.
8 platinum a gross with the price that he sells to Calzette for, and then he says, I usually sell for 10 platinum a gross.
Okay. What is a gross?
A gross is actually what's your intelligence score?
It is +0, 10, just average.
Make an intelligence check.
15.
15. Yeah, you've heard of gross before. It's another word for a dozen, so 144.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, before we commit to this, tell us more about what these Embershards can do, how they work.
Yeah,
we have
why-
sing them, but
Why would we want your Embershards?
Let me give you a demonstration. And he gets up puts his hot chocolate down. He goes, let's say that this is both a demonstration and proof of your commitment. And he walks outside and he whistles. And then he speaks in Ignan, which is the language of the fire primordials, essentially. Do you speak primordial? Do you speak Ignan?
No.
No.
I
You
speak
speak primordial and you speak primordial. So primordial is kind of it's broken down into four different dialects of the 4 different elements. So if you speak primordial, you speak all of them, and you're able to realize that what he's saying is, we got a challenge. Everybody round him up, bring him in. And he sets out into the forest, and people stop working and start putting down their tools and things, and they start walking towards the center. A few of the fire elementals and the Misfits and things start to flitter around and disappear out to go and grab certain stuff.
when he's thinking about this challenge, are there any images or explanation of what that means going through his head?
Given that he is so familiar with how it works, he doesn't have to. He doesn't bring it to mind to think about what he's doing. It's just like a second nature thing at this point.
Have I seen this before? Have I seen this?
You have seen something of a similar nature. Basically, it's like when you have a bunch of burly guys who are used to fighting arenas, and you free them from that life and then put them to work. Sometimes they want to let off a little steam with getting back to certain things. So
I hope you guys have healing spells.
big ass fighting arena essentially.
None
is
of
about
us
to
are healers.
come out.
None of us.
Oh, dang.
So as you step out into the arena, he steps off to the side, and you start to see as the various different
So cute.
burly folk. I don't have a
like
Pegasus.
cousins.
I don't have a Pegasus, but I do have a unicorn to represent Hanky. Hanky comes trotting in.
Oh no, Hanky died.
We've got a dwarf. We've got a fella there, a burly guy there, big old burly guy here. And then I didn't have enough actual like fire elemental people, so I brought these things in case they worked instead.
So,
Cool.
give Rob fire elementals.
I need fire elementals. Yeah, send them to my PO box.
Elemental
All right.
please.
And as he sets them up, these guys all start to arrive, weapons in hand, and they go, "Weapons, boss." And he goes, "I mean, up to you guys." Weapons,
Pardon me?
weapons or unarmed? What's your preference?
I mean, I
Real-
don't use weapons.
Real warriors fight without weapons.
If you're fighting without weapons, you're fighting without spells.
Oh, well, no.
No,
No.
we can keep the weapon.
Then weapon it up! And they all draw swords out, they draw weapons out, a couple
we
of them
lie?
start to... can you lie?
Yeah.
You can
What's that?
certainly...
Okay, no
You can
weapons.
certainly try, and then as soon as you draw a weapon, they
Okay,
you up.
are they going to non-lethally hurt us, or are they going to try to kill us? Do we know? Oh, bloody
Why
hell.
are we suddenly in a fight?
You know what you've been
Where'd this
told.
come from?
You know what
Yeah.
you've been told.
We were having...
Oh, right. Well, hey, look. So we asked for a demonstration of the Embershards,
Oh no,
and
not
I feel
this
like
again.
this is probably a demonstration of the Embershards.
Correct. And as you're saying this, he pulls out from a pouch by his waist, like a small sack about this size, and he goes, "Which you use which you use spells? You've already got some.
Aww.
Have you used them all up? God damn it, Nixie, of course you have."
I have like the necklace of like fireballs, but it's actually like those shards, and they've used up every single
one of
shard.
them.
Can
damn
you redo this?
He tips out a handful of them. Let's see how many he's going to give you.
Yes, please.
He gives you 9 of the Embershards,
Oh
throws
my
them your way.
god! Does that mean I get all my charges back?
You do get all the charges back, yes.
Yes.
Who else put their hand up to spells? You got spells. He tips
I
them
do, but
out.
we
Let's see
haven't
how
seen
many
them
we got.
We actually
Uh,
haven't. I'm so
yeah.
excited.
Throws 7 Embershards to you.
Thanks,
Like,
Amon.
I've got
You're
pure
the
words,
best.
which is a spell.
That is a spell. He throws you 6.
I'll take those.
Thank you, Amon. You're the best.
You're all spellcast. He throws you 5. It keeps getting worse. I'm rolling 2d6 every time. It keeps getting worse and worse.
I have lots, I think.
Yes, you do.
Yes, I do.
Ooh!
Ooh, I feel violated.
Throws you
I
7.
think
Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we have a really exciting video for you guys.
So, today we're showing you our Embershard haul.
Embershard Hall.
Embershard haul.
Let me just, is the focus on that?
You see this?
Is the focus all
Is
good?
it on focus? If I put my
Now, as you can see and hear, some good ASMR there.
Yeah.
You can use my code Horatio20 for a 20% discount at the checkout. And it looks good enough to eat. In fact, I'm gonna swallow it right now.
Oh my god. No way.
Halt! Purchase merch.
How do you have the power to do that?
Because of the white shirts.
He has the power to just say purchase merch and people will purchase the merch?
They are powerless.
Can they get that power?
They can at vldl.shop.
If they buy the white shirt?
They buy the white shirt at vldl.shop. Purchase merch immediately.
The link's in the description.
what's his name? Amon.
Amon.
Who was that
I
other
think
gross
Amon's
guy?
got like quite a nice voice.
Oh.
Who was that really gross guy?
I think Amon's got
You know
quite
who
a
I
nice
mean?
voice.
Yeah,
Who was the gross guy?
Trakel.
My dad.
Oh wait.
Trakel was my dad.
Oh, that gross guy. I thought you were talking about the tiefling
Daddy.
guy.
Yeah.
Do any of you guys use a quiver?
Yes.
Arrows?
I probably do.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna touch yours, and now all of your arrows are on fire, as long as that you pull them from that quiver.
Awesome.
So that was so that's flame arrows.
Perfect, thank you.
So that works for 1 hour, as long as I've got concentration.
Okay, cool.
All right. As you're all thrown various Embershards as a demonstration from his perspective, I need you all to roll initiative as we go into a fight with some burly guys.
9.
19.
Net 20!
Nice. 9.
So that's
19
22
over
for
here.
initiative.
22 for you.
17 plus 4, 21.
21 for you.
I'm 19.
19.
18.
18. Cool.
Oh, that's still
Can
a while.
I, as we're gearing up for this big battle, I'm going to cast a motivational speech to my friends. Can I do that or not yet?
What's the casting time on it?
1 minute? Is that how long it takes?
That's how long it takes to cast. So
Okay.
you'd have to speak for a minute for this to work, and that's you can start it, but you'd be still casting it by the time other people kick off this fight, because people are raring to go and they're drawing weapons already and moving in.
Should I do it?
So if you can start casting it, keep keep away from people while you're casting it, motivationally speaking, and avoiding people and.
Yeah. Can I do? Well.
You gonna start it?
I don't know. What's the right thing to do?
It's your choice. It's a role-playing game. What do you feel?
We support you no
Could
matter
be
what.
funny.
You like
Yeah.
role-playing?
Okay. I'll do anything if it's funny.
All right.
Okay. Okay. So I start.
Okay. Roll me a d10.
Is that one?
Yep.
You got it.
6.
6. So you are 6 rounds into a 10-round casting of this thing. Each round is 6 seconds, so you've got 4 more rounds to cast.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're all amazing. Do the punching and the swords and the stabbing. Oh, good one. Nice one. Arrow, you're so good. Sneaky, you are so sneaky. Arrow, terrifying. You're really scary. Whoa.
So you've started motivationally speaking. We'll get back to that in a second. You were going to ask me something?
So I was going to ask if I can get Dahlia's corpse in on this,
Yes.
and if I can give her some of the Embershards.
You can. I will tell you that she will be abiding by pet rules at that point, essentially. How I do this is that if you have a pet in my games, that pet is immune to damage. I'm not going to ever attack your dog just for being... Like, if you've got like a little mouse that lives in your pocket, it's immune to all damage. The first time you ever use that mouse for mechanical benefit to you, if you get that mouse to take the help action, or if you get that mouse to bite somebody or something, now that's a valid target. You've chosen to include it as part of the fight. Dahlia was, up till now, essentially abiding by those rules. I wasn't going to just destroy her corpse as an asshole to you. If you get her involved in the fight, she is fair game, and I will potentially target her with...
Okay, thank you for telling me that. I'm going to move her away.
You're going to move her to safety.
Yeah,
cool.
Keep her safe.
Because otherwise, yes, she could be destroyed in the fight.
Yeah.
Okay, so you just get her to step aside. The last thing before we get in, Nixie, you got a nat 20 on your initiative. Yes. How I do that in my games is that you can actually choose where in the initiative order to go, because sometimes it's actually beneficial to go later. It's up to you. You're currently top of the round, but you can choose to delay if you want.
Okay. You know what? Yeah, let's just start off big.
Okay, you're up first.
Yeah, I'll go first.
Nice.
You're up first. You're surrounded in this kind of a fashion. There's trees around you. I'm going to say
cool,
there's a...
You know what the challenge is too, right? Nixie does?
Yeah, Nixie's
so we
been
can follow
involved
the-
in one of these before.
Okay, cool.
Couple of the guys that are joining with swords, they're like, "Oh, is Nixie involved?" They're like, "No." They're like, "Nope." They sheath their swords and back the away. A couple of the fire elementals, though, they'll start to streak in and get involved, because they're like, "Oh, Nixie, she can't hurt us."
Okay, so that's 5 feet. All right, I'm gonna. It's 20 feet in a. Yeah. Okay. Fireball. Yeah. Fireball.
So I was smart enough to bring my fireball rings today, knowing who was going to be playing with us. So you can get Hanky Panky in these 3. You can just about get Hanky Panky in all of those guys.
Is Hanky Panky fighting?
He's not outside.
I'm saying you can get them. You could get all of you guys. What do you?
Please.
I'm probably going for the guys right in front of us.
These
So
ones here?
Yeah, those ones
Nice.
there.
Right on.
Yeah.
Nice.
Fireball.
What does it look like? Does it conjure in your hand and you throw it, or does it conjure at the point you want it? What is...
I think just to be like conservative, she might just like use one of the things on her necklace, and then it's just like fireball, and then chucks it in
all right.
there.
If you're using one of the Embershards,
Oh,
here we go.
you are using it on an evocation spell.
yes.
Which means you get to make a choice. Either you can, there's 3 choices. You can increase the range of it, you can increase the radius of it, or you can increase the damage of it.
Ooh.
Embershards are conduits to spells, and they can increase the power of your spells somewhat.
Let's just say that I increase that. And also, I do just want to double check with you, just because I did use the necklace. It allows me to cast it at an 8th level.
The necklace, is it a necklace of fireballs?
Yes, it is a necklace of fireballs.
Yeah, so it's an 8th level if you use all of the charges, essentially.
At
So
once.
each
Got
charge, each charge is a level of the spell, and you can use all of them at once.
Yeah, you know what? I'll just increase the damage then.
All right, so just one of them. So base level, so level 3.
I got
by using
8 more where that came from.
By using an Embershard, you cast it at level 3 essentially, but it upcasts to a level 4. So that is going to be 9d6 fire damage.
9d6. Get it. Okay. I'm going to have to just roll this 9 times.
I'll hand over some d6s if you want. It's going to speed things up. Hand over the d6s. D6s help out. Thank you.
Thank you. Give me your children.
There we go.
Ooh, net 20 for one of them.
That's 5.
That's 5. Do you have...
I got some d6s for you.
So I need 9d6, so I just need 4 more.
4 more.
All right, I'm going to need some math help with this. Okay, we got 1. Oh, no, not math. 3, 5.
Try and make 10s.
9, 10, 18, 20. 20 points of damage to each of them. I rolled a lot of ones.
There's a lot
way
of
below
ones.
average.
Yeah.
There's 4 ones.
20 points of damage. As
each of them?
Yeah. The ones that make their saves. Amon sees it coming out and he goes, "Looks pretty weak, Nixie."
Yeah, I
you're a
think
little under the weather.
She's hungry.
This one got a net 20. This one got a 9. This one got a... Nope, that's a d12. That's why I rolled a 9. That seemed like a low roll. Let's roll again. 20, 19, and 14.
Double checking. Sorry, are they making saving throws currently?
Yeah, dexterity saving throws.
And one of them, one of them rolled a 20.
20, yeah.
I'm going to heighten spell on that and give them disadvantage.
Mark off the sorcery points.
Will do.
Disadvantage takes him from a 20 to an 8, so that's going to fail. What's your DC?
My DC is 16.
16, so the 14 fails as well. Yes. So only this one succeeds and takes only half damage. He takes 10 points, the others take 20 each. They dive down. They're blasted back by the explosion. God damn it, Nixie! They're all blasted back. This guy kind of just tanks it. He's ready for it. He's used to Nixie's shenanigans. These 3 are all considered wounded. They're not dead yet, but they are wounded. They're less than half their health.
Fireball! Wow! She is so good at that!
She is
Wow-wee! Oh, look how much they're burning! They weren't expecting that now, were they?
Should we, recruit her? I think we could do with her.
Absolutely. She is an amazing fighter.
Doesn't this get you a little emotional?
Actually, they took out more than half
amazing
the
to
health.
watch someone play this game who really knows how to play it. I am just incredible. I mean, can I do something with my horns?
Honestly, that's the most fun though, is just like, I've got all of these spells that I really thought about when I was selecting them. But also, can I just charge at them? Yeah. Can I do something shenanigan-y?
They were taken from full to half on a single attack, which triggers massive damage in my games. Their system goes into shock. 2 of them managed to succeed their con save and don't go into any further estate, but this guy failed his con save, so he's also considered stunned until the end of his next turn.
So the one who rolled the best has done the worst.
Yeah, because of the heightened spell.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. That is your fireball, and you used it from an item, meaning that you didn't use a spell slot, so no wild surge. Is there anything movement or bonus?
I did do, just to be honest, I did cast fire arrows on her quiver.
Wild
Would you
surge,
like
please.
me to?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wild surges are always a yes in my game.
I just want to be honest. Oh no, it's an 8. It's an 8. I thought it was a 2 because the light.
Trigger goes up to a 2. Do you want to move or bonus
action?
action?
Now, right?
Up to a 3 now, yes.
Yeah. What would I like to do? Bonus actions. No, I think what I might just do is I might just run around. Is Amon fighting us as well?
You don't know yet. He hasn't taken any hostile actions, but he's just kind of watching at this point. He might get involved when it comes to bad guys' turn.
Okay, I might actually just kind of like kind of get a bit closer to him and then just be like, kind of useful, right? You should keep me around.
He's smiling. He seems to enjoy having you around. Yeah. That is your turn then. After your turn, so when I've got multiple like minion-y type things, I like to do kind of like legendary action-y kind of thing. Just move one of them at a time, because then it's not you're not just going through all of your turns and then watching me play with myself for 30 minutes.
Sorry, Robin. I'm sure there's an audience
Head over
for
to
that.
the
Patreon. OnlyFans/Robert Hartley GM.
If you want to see Robert playing with himself.
For 30 minutes.
I have a Twitch stream where it is just me playing with the audience, so it is only me playing D&D on screen for the whole time, just playing with the audience the whole time. Who am I going to go with? I'm going to go with the guy that's he's stunned, so I'll go with this guy over here, kind of gets to his feet and crawls, puts himself out, charges forwards, is going to take a slash at you.
I'm traumatized already. I do not need this right now.
Yep.
Scorching ray!
I'm on fire, I'm angry, I'm scared.
Oi,
Suck on there.
stop gloating.
Oh, why?
Pushes back to push the legs forwards and just slams both feet into the chest. Oof.
You almost killed me dead.
Oh no.
I think I broke a rib.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me try CPR.
No!
Brings the horse hooves down on the chest.
He's got like electricity in his hooves. He's like, clear.
All right, I think we're done fighting. Let's go.
I think so.
We're back to remind you about the Tech Town polos that we're selling at vldale.shop.
Did you buy it?
You should have probably bought it earlier in the video.
Exactly, Adam. You should have bought it.
Yeah.
vldale.shop. If you missed out earlier, get it now, please.
We've got a button for you now. It's right there.
Comes in a woman's fit as well.
Yeah, it does. vldale.shop. Go buy yourself a Tech Town polo and be an employee in the greatest shop in the world.